First, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with black trim and hailing from Chicago, Illinois. He weighed in at 212 pounds with a fine record of 21 wins, only one defeat. He has 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome tonight's challenger, introducing Mario Cawley. And his opponent across the ring, presenting the defending champion on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks, born in Sabana Grande, Puerto Rico, now fighting out of Chelsea, Massachusetts. He weighed in at 234 pounds with a record of 33 wins, 3 losses. He has 24 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the WBC #1 ranked heavyweight contender and the current WBA North American heavyweight champion, introducing the quiet man, Johnny Ruiz. Once again, a referee in charge, Jim Santa, now to give instructions, 12 rounds of boxing.
Good evening, gentlemen. We've discussed all the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves and have a good, clean fight. Come on, guys. Touch gloves. Come on, Mario. Let's go.
Cawley was accused of quitting by his own manager in his last fight 14 months ago. Presumably, that's why he is here tonight, to help fatten a prospect's record.
Cawley said that he was in severe depression for a period of time after the quick knockout loss to Lawrence Claybay 14 months ago. It happened in the second round, and some ringside observers didn't feel as though Claybay had landed a punch. That's one of the reasons that manager Lee Holliday cut Cawley off and suggested he might look elsewhere for something to do. Now they're back together as John Ruiz, trying to position himself for a title shot down the road against the winner of Holyfield Lewis, tries to add to his credentials here. Ruiz in the black trunks, Cawley in the white.
Ruiz automatically establishing, hey, I'm the top fighter here tonight. Cawley is pretty much trying to survive the first round, but Ruiz is going right to the body with a hard jab.
Hey, break. Stop. Step back. Stay there.
Both fighters seem to be more interested in getting a knockout.
Box bells. Come on, Mary. Move those hands. Let's go. Let go. Clear arm out. Clear arm out. Break. Stay there. It's the last warning. Let's go.
So already, referee Jim Santa says to Mario Cawley, that's the last warning for holding. The inference being that he'll penalize him from this point forward.
Step back. Don't push on the brake. Let's go.
And if this fight gets to be a pushing and shoving match, those extra pounds by Ruiz can make a big difference.
Let go. Let's go.
Gets you real tired pushing these big guys off.
No punches. Step back. Come on, fellas. Let's box.
Again, Ruiz at 234, Cawley at 212. And so far, it is a shoving match.
No round punch. Let's go. Step back. There, come on, guys. All right, now, let's go. That's it, fellas.
When we first saw Ruiz, he was more of a boxer than a puncher. He's muscled up, added a lot of weight.
Break! No punches. Stop!
Trying to look more like a serious heavyweight contender.
You know, he did something real good this time. He was able to land about 2 or 3 good stiff jabs. Then he turned that jab into a hook that hurts Cawley.
Let's go, Johnny. Let's go. Hands. Break! Don't hit behind hand. Let's go.
Busy first round for referee Jim Santa. Ruiz and Cawley not spending much time at this distance.
That's it. Good job, guys. That's it.
Ruiz trying to double up on the jab there after spending most of the round throwing one punch at a time.
Let's go, fellas. 2 seconds, guys. Stop!
You're doing great, man. You're doing great, Mario.
The right hand lead.
Where's my ball? The jab is come on, be cool, man. Where's my ball? You got the mouthpiece? I'll take care of the mouthpiece. Okay.
Stop falling, you're falling with the jab. Crack it, crack it, crack it. Step over and throw right here and left hook. You understand? Crack the jab, crack the jab.
No falling.
Fall in, that's easy. You don't let him go.
Don't fall in.
I want you to jab, crack.
Here are the mandatory challenges by the different sanctioning bodies. David Tua earned it in the IBF. He had knocked out John Ruiz. We don't know how he got there, and nor do we know how Henry Akinwande got there. He put on such an inept challenge of Lennox Lewis 2 years ago. He has another mandatory somehow.
And since the governing body, which ranks Akinwande #1, is next in the rotation, ostensibly the winner of Holyfield, Lewis, will be mandated to fight Henry Akinwande. If it's Lewis, it'll be fascinating to see if he elects to take the bout.
Let go, guys. Let go. Let go.
Cawley is starting to stand his ground a little bit and use his left jab. He's not backing off and trying to hold as much.
Well, the question coming into the fight has to do with Cawley's desire. Does he look to you like a willing fighter tonight, George?
Yeah, he's been hit with a few hard shots. They didn't make him deter much at all. That hurt. That's a hard shot.
And Cawley attempts to tackle Ruiz. Santa says professional.
Be professional, he's telling him. Don't tackle him, punch him.
Well, he got hurt, and sometimes you don't know how to react. More time. He doesn't intend to quit tonight, so he's going to hang in there.
Now he's taking some thunder from Ruiz as we get into the middle minute of round number 2. Ruiz starting to be able to put punches together, landing left-right combinations, and Cawley covering up to try to ward off the damage. Body shots by Ruiz, well chosen there.
Yeah, you got to get in your body shots to get a knockout. And I think if Ruiz can just get in a 1, 2, 3 on the head, somewhere around the chin, he can get a knockout.
Lead left hook seemed to bother Cawley. There's a growing mouse under Cawley's right eye.
Come on, God, pick it up. No punches, no punches. Step back. Let's go. Step back. Come on, Mary. Step back. Come on, God, pick it up.
Ruiz, reared as a fighter in the Boston area, but originally from Sabana Grande, Puerto Rico. We're told that he's the highest-ranking heavyweight ever of Puerto Rican heritage.
Let go, let go, let go. Don't
But best punch tonight has been that left hook. Once he throws a few jabs in front of him.
No hold. Let's go.
Although, George, you once fought a Puerto Rican challenger, King Roman, right?
Oh, yeah, sure did, in Japan. He wasn't highly ranked, though, maybe number 10.
Hard right hand lands for Ruiz. Cawley covering up again. Cawley almost lost his mouthpiece on the right cross. Uppercut was partially blocked. Cawley in a defensive mode through most of the second round as Ruiz tries to tee off with power shots. Down goes Cawley on the left hook.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, come on. Ready corner. Keep an eye on him.
Stop fighting, man. You let them tee off on you. All you got to do is fight back. Throw your jab and fight back. You got to fight back. You got to throw your fighting, man. You can't quit.
Don't wait on him, Rio. You got to be first, baby.
You got to
That's the only
Mario.
thing.
The victory is yours. It's proclaimed to you. Mario. You understand?
Rio, you got to be first. You can't wait on him.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
Don't let him beat you to the punch. You got him, baby.
It looked like Mario Cawley was waiting to get punched and knocked down, and uppercut did it. Every time he had been touched with anything, he looked like he was ready to buckle. He's simply not in this class. To call him an opponent is to give him the best of it.
The left hook started the knockdown. The uppercut was icing on the cake, and I believe that as referee Jim Santa stood over him and counted, Cawley looked up and asked him, "What are you doing?"
That's one thing about getting hit so hard that you don't know where you are.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, you can't question Cawley's resolution this time. He gets up.
Hey, want to fight? Let's go. Come on, come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me.
From a power combination, but it's getting a little easier for Ruiz.
Like I said, sometimes you can get so hard that you're out of your mind. You'll believe anything that your corner is telling you. And that's where Cawley is right now.
You mean if they tell him he can fight, he'll believe them?
Oh, yeah. He'll believe it. Tell him you're winning the fight. Go and get him. He'll believe it. That's a good thing. Once you get caught like that, you have no more fear. You don't have any more fear at all.
You mean you've lost your mind? Is that what you're saying?
That's right. When you lose your mind, sometimes you can get a good fight out of you.
Cawley sort of toying with the idea of mounting an offense, then cringing a little bit to get under Ruiz's punches as he comes in.
He has this belief this guy was knocked cold once. Just wind up and hit him one good one, you may do it again. But Cawley may be waiting for one punch, but he better get started.
Might not have much time left to throw it. Ruiz missing wildly with the uppercut. By CompuBox numbers, Cawley has landed 2 punches in the last 4 minutes and change, and he's starting to lean backwards. It's awfully hard to land punches when you lean backward, particularly if you're the smaller man.
His mind, his body's in the ring, Jim, but his mind is back in the dressing room already.
Watch the hitting and the holding. Both guys. Both guys. Let's go. No punches. Step back, Mario. Step back. Step back. Let's go. All right?
The referee's going to have the hard job. This guy's happy because he's been hit so hard.
No punches.
Yet the referee is going to start on his back later.
Don't leave with your head. Let's go.
He's only doing what he's got to do it.
What he's got to do to survive, right? Oh, that'll do it.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me. Come to me. All right?
And Santa elects to allow it to continue.
Really trying to prove to his manager that he has heart. And I think maybe he hasn't that much ability, but he's got heart.
Well, I think he ought to have proven to his manager now that he's a different man than the guy who stayed on the canvas against Lawrence Claybay.
Take a look, 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 take a look. Talk to him, all right? Talk to him.
Mario, how you doing? You feeling all right? You tired? Listen to me. How you doing? Talk to me. You gotta talk to me. You don't talk to me. Stop it right now. How you feeling? You all right? You want to go on? You tell me.
Yeah, man.
You sure? You all right? No headaches? Nothing? All right, well, so let's go do it now. Defend yourself. Let's go. Well, let him defend himself.
He said he's going to beat him.
Get hit a couple more shots there.
Knockdown action. Once again, a left on the top of the head, followed by a right uppercut. Nice punches from Ruiz against an opponent designed to be punched.
Take it down. Let's go.
I'm not sure that Cawley would qualify as a good sparring
Get
partner
that stool out.
for Ruiz.
Go.
Well, the doctor gave Cawley every chance to check out. And Mario elected to keep going. Harold, very quickly, to the degree that a score matters.
30-24, 3 rounds to nothing. A 10-8 round in the second, a 10-7 round in the third for the knockout. Jim.
Here's a fight where the fight is courageous. It's time for his corner to step up, or the referee now to take a serious look at the fight.
Good point, George. Who's going to take the responsibility here? Somebody has to.
Someone has to.
He's in a position where he has to prove his bravery and his manhood after what happened the last time out.
If only he would throw just one right hand. The guy runs right into his right hand. His left hand, Ruiz, left hand is down. Just throw it out there without any power on it. You can hit him.
Yeah, not only is the left hand down, but he bobs it up and down in a predictable rhythm. Cawley ought to be able to time that right hand. That's the last thing on his mind. That's enough. Jim Santa takes responsibility for calling a halt to the carnage, and John Ruiz has another knockout for his record.
One of these days, perhaps, we'll see Ruiz in with a fighter again who will fight him back.
'34th win, 25th KO for John Ruiz, as we mentioned, ranked #1 by one governing body and #2 by another, as he finds himself in position to angle for a title shot. The embarrassment of his 19-second first-round KO at the hands of David Tua 3 years ago.
Here is a knockdown waiting to happen. It happens. George, you see championship potential in John Ruiz?
I think that if they really bring him along like they're doing, matching with the right fighters, he can have the confidence if nothing else. Did I get out of that?
Very nice, George. Brilliantly done. He's 27 years old. You see championship potential in John Ruiz, George? Oh, never mind.
Too philosophical, huh?
Got it. Come on.
Now let's go up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official particulars on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 9 seconds of round number 4. Our referee in charge, Jim Santa, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, and still the WBA North American heavyweight champion, the Quiet Man, Johnny Ruiz.
So the first heavyweight bout of the evening produces 4 knockdowns of Mario Cawley by John Ruiz. Let's go back up to our host, James Brown.